All right. This is number 198 of 365, and it's called The Ideal versus the Idea. And I start in 5. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I hope that you're doing well, and I hope that wherever you are is doing for you. It's me, it's Paul Carpenter, and this is number 198 of 365. We're almost at 200. Can you believe that? And then we'll only have 165 more of these to go. Oh my God. Kind of blown away, really. So, this one is 198 of 365, and it's called The Ideal versus the Idea. And it goes something like this. I really have this goal that I want to go towards, and I really want to chase after it, and I'm running after this goal, and I'm running after this goal, and I'm not getting there. And I'm like, not understanding why I'm not getting there. I'm still running after this goal to get to this place, but I'm not getting there. And I'm like, why? I'm doing all the stuff, but I'm just not there. This is what I call the ideal versus the idea. And what do you mean, Paul? Well, let's say the ideal of a situation could be, I really want to be a famous actor and be in movies and be on screen and see myself on a big screen and be like, woo, I'm on a big screen. Right? It'd be cool. The action of making a movie, or maybe being a director, or maybe a cinematographer, or editor, whatever, any of those things, right? The point here is that you're doing it. But you're like, yeah, but Paul, I didn't make it onto like making TV shows and making a movie and being on a big screen. I'm like, oh, so you're fighting in your mind over the ideal and not the idea. What? Yeah, well, the ideal is that you're an Oscar-winning actor, famous director, cinematographer, character, but you're already a cinematographer. You're already a director. You're already filming the things, or you're already doing the things. So the idea is there, but the ideal of what you wanted isn't there. And so then you're like, this thing I'm doing isn't as good as I wanted it to be. It wasn't what I wanted it to be. That's like, there's people in India right now that are dying by the buttloads. And that's just normal, less of COVID. There's people in South Africa, in South America, in all over the world that are absolutely impoverished, that don't have the ability to sit down with some cool-ass art in the background on a nice leather couch while they talk shit into a camera. So it's like, really? And I wrote this post the other day, and it was like, I would rather beg for money in India than sit on a couch in Indiana. Now, I'm not asking you to go to India and beg for money from people who don't have money, because that's just absolutely asinine, and you've got 2 feet and you can probably walk. So, if you can walk into the country, you can walk back out of the country, especially one that doesn't have any money. Why would you go beg for money from people who are already poor, who don't have money? Like, that makes no sense. Like, who's going to give you money? The poor people? And then what, are they going to give you pennies? And how long is it going to take you to collect pennies before you can get out of the... It's like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So, my point here is, don't be that Western. Don't be so Western that you're so comfortable that you're like, I need to go to another country and beg them to pay for my vacation. And then don't be in your own country and think that you need a vacation. Because you don't. You don't. You don't. You've already got a vacation. It's the life you live right now. If you have a 7-Eleven or like a Stop and Go or a freaking, I don't know, whatever, down the street from your house, and you can pay $1 or whatever, and you can go in there and get a drink or some kind of food, even if it's just a candy bar, bro. Look. My point to all of this is that there's something beautiful going on, and we shouldn't waste it. And we should live in this moment of beauty. And every moment is beautiful because they're all moments where we can learn something. That's just the truth. So my friends, please go out of the world today and do something nice for somebody else. And if you can't do something nice for yourself, it does start with you. That's right. It really does. Number 2, don't get caught up in all the crazy. And number 3, if you would not mind, please like, share, subscribe. Send this out to somebody who would like to see it. Also, I have the Patreon and Cash App. Haven't mentioned that for a while because nobody ever used it. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. I have some super supporters that have been out there in the world that have given me like $365. And I've had like 3 people do that, which is like, wow, like amazing that anybody would do that. But wow. It meant a lot. It meant a lot. It meant that somewhere along the way, these videos mean something to someone, you know? So that's cool. And then, we've reached the end of the video, which I want to say thank you. And before you leave, if you wouldn't mind with me, take a deep breath, right? Breathe in the good, push away all that negativity that's in your life. And when I say push it away, that doesn't mean forget it. That means just don't repeat it. Because just because you made a bad choice doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you a person with more experience. Think about it that way. Makes it a much easier experience to live in general. You know what I mean? And with that, my friends, I love you. And I love you all so very much. I'll see you all on the other side.